Why Monster Hunter fans are the best? Did you think I was going to say something else? Did you think I was going to go negative on you? No, I wouldn't do that, would I? Say mean things about other people? Who, me? Can you imagine that? I catch a lot of flack from people who don't like it when I call out other players. But you know what? I'm okay with that because somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to speak out. But today, I'm not here to call out anybody's. We've had enough negativity recently. Guys, if you search YouTube for anything related to Monster Hunter fans, chances are you'll find some douchebag criticizing Monster Hunter fans or making fun of Monster Hunter fans or just whining about them in general. Yes, even I'm guilty of this myself. Yes, I just called myself a douchebag. I made a video about Monster Hunter fan base being so divided. I wasn't talking about the fans, more about the fan base. You've got world lovers, you've got Rise lovers, you've got people who love them both, you got people who hate them both, who prefer the older games. And so I made a whole video about why people cling so strongly to one game or another. Most people understood the point I was trying to make, but some people thought my video was kind of negative and thought that I was shitting on World too much. I've got another video in the works where I shit on World. That's not what my video was about. That's not what this video is about either. So in every group, there are some bad apples, and the Monster Hunter community is no exception. There are some people in our community that just want to rain on everybody's parade. They just happen to be the loudest, the most self-righteous apples of the bunch. But I want to make it very clear. Those apples aren't representative of the Monster Hunter fan base as a whole. No matter what version of Monster Hunter you prefer, no matter which version of Monster Hunter you hate, the vast majority of people, new hunters and old, who play Monster Hunter are amazing people. Doesn't matter if you came from Call of Duty or FIFA or Dark Souls or Elden Ring or Minecraft. Doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter if you've been playing Monster Hunter for 14 years, 20 years, 6 months, 6 days. Chances are you're a pretty amazing person. How do I know this? Well, you guys show it to me every single day. Whether it's on the Discord server or in the comments on my videos, even in the lobbies when I play Monster Hunter Online. Chances are you are one of these amazing people that I get to interact with on a daily basis. And so for those of you who don't know why this is, I'm going to explain it to you and to the world. Why Monster Hunter fans are the best fans ever. And what makes them just so damn awesome. In fact, some amazing Monster Hunter fans helped me compile this list. Now, I've got 10 items on this list, and I'm not going to say, oh, well, 1 or 2 of these apply to every Monster Hunter fan. I'm going to go out on a limb and say all 10 of these items apply to nearly every single Monster Hunter fan in existence. That's the beauty of this fan base. We don't just have 1 or 2 good things from a list. Almost all of us have every single item in this video as a positive attribute. What you're going to find is the game itself is designed in such a way as to draw in people with these attributes. And that's probably why I like Monster Hunter so much. So let's jump right in to the list, and I'm going to tell you and everyone else why you're so awesome. Number 1, Monster Hunter fans are stylish. Yeah, you've all heard that phrase before. We don't play Monster Hunter, we play Fashion Hunter. It's like a mini game built into Monster Hunter. Try to make the coolest outfit possible. Who cares what your stats are? Who cares how good you are at the game? Just as long as you look good doing it. That's Fashion Hunter in a nutshell. In fact, we have an entire channel on the Discord server dedicated to fashion. And the game has always given us awesome options for fashion. Now, back in the day, before layered armor even existed, that is to say, prior to generations, we still were fashion hunters. There were cool sets like the guild armor and basically anything you could get from Arena. Those were the stylish ones, weren't they? And you could still make mixed sets back then that looked cool and were fairly functional. But you know what? Even if they weren't functional, even if you didn't activate any skills at all. Yeah, remember back in the day when you had to have 10 points in a skill, in an armor skill, just to turn it on. Even if you didn't activate any armor skills at all, it was still fun to look good. They even gave us the chakra. Remember those? The chakra armor, where it would just make that piece of armor disappear. Yeah, Capcom knows that Monster Hunter fans want to look good as well as kick ass. It's very important to us. They've always given us lots of cool options to do so. And look at the vast array of armors that do exist. How many of these armor sets do you even use for the armor skills anymore? There are so many armor sets now, some that I would never touch if I played Monster Hunter for the next 30 years. But they exist, so we can use them in our wardrobe and mix and match to create a unique style. And a lot of these just right out of the box, off the shelf as it were. A lot of these ready-made fashion sets just look cool on their own without any customization, without even changing the colors. Yeah, and when Capcom gave us the ability to change the look of our armor pieces, the transmogrify, or was that what it was called in Generations Ultimate? That just blew the lid off of fashion hunting, and we never looked back. In World, we got layered armor. In Rise, we have layered armor. We have layered armor sets. We can save out as many as we want now. We can change the colors, two-tone colors for every piece. Amazing. Yeah, we love it. You love it. And right now, I'm actually using a full set. I'm using it as a layered set. I am digging the Master Rank Pukey armor. Just straight Master Rank Pukey. I think I've got two-tone green on it, and it just looks fantastic. Yeah, I'm kind of lazy. So if I find a full set that looks awesome, I'm going for it. But yeah, it is fun to customize every once in a while. I think I've established that we're all very stylish. What's the second thing that makes Monster Hunter fans the best fans ever? We're very social. Yeah, even the shy, anxiety-ridden members of this clan are still very social. Even if you don't like voice chat. In fact, most people don't even use voice chat on Monster Hunter. Most of the people I play with don't use it. I rarely use it myself. Even people who don't like other people play Monster Hunter and enjoy being in the presence of other people. Even people who like to solo Monster Hunter like to come into your lobby just so they can hang out with you and be around other people. Even the antisocial amongst us are pretty social. But beyond that, you've got people who will talk to you for hours and hours about this game and enjoy it and then come back the next day and do it again. We've got 800 or so members on our Discord server, and we have conversations going nonstop. I'm a member of another Discord server. I know some of you out there are a member of this one too. It's called Herb, and I recommend you check that Discord server out too, because they are extremely social as well. If you like my Discord server, where there's hardly any toxicity at all, like there's zero toxicity on my server, you'll love Herb. It's another server where the bad apples just don't hang out. I remember back in the day playing Monster Hunter Tri online. I would rarely play it offline. I would always create a lobby and people would always come in and want to play and chat. And it got to the point where I spent more time just chatting with people than playing the actual game. I had beaten everything long since then. I think I got to about HR 6, probably 666 to be honest with you. So I'd done everything in the game hundreds of times. So it wasn't like the game was boring for me, but we would just talk about the game, about whatever. Monster Hunter fans just love to hang out with other people. And the game definitely promotes this. It is a multiplayer cooperative game after all. And so you tend to get people who like other people rather than people who want to dominate other people, like you get in PvP games. All right, the next thing that makes Monster Hunter fans the best, number 3, Monster Hunter fans are always willing to help. This idea of helping out other players is such a fundamental aspect of Monster Hunter culture. And the way they design the game encourages this kind of behavior. Number 1, the game doesn't tell you everything. That's okay. I like it that way. I like to discover things on my own. And there's so much to learn. Even if the game did tell you everything, I don't know that the game could possibly tell you everything. There's too much to tell. So how do you learn? Well, you learn by asking other players. You learn through your own experiences and by sharing those experiences with others. It's very rewarding to share that knowledge with other people. It's very rewarding to find that one little bit of information that nobody else knows about and then letting everyone else know about it. Having trouble getting through a quest? No problem. You're going to find somebody to help you out. Now that the game is on so many different platforms and we don't have cross-play yet, it can get a little tricky when you're on a Discord with 800 people and you've got 4 different platforms to manage. But even our server has players on every platform, and there's always someone there responding to the join request, so to speak. Again, the game builds this into the system and encourages it within the Monster Hunter culture. We have the join request system, and that join request system is there for 2 reasons: for people to ask for help and for people to give that assistance to others. Now, yeah, some people use the join request feature to join a quest that they need help with, and some people use the join request feature to help the people who actually sent the join request. I know it seems a little weird, but if you think about it, yeah, there are thousands of people out there joining your quests just to actually help you out. They've done the quest dozens of times already, and they want to help you get through yours. It's very satisfying. As I said before, there's always exceptions, but we're not here to talk about the exceptions. You know, when you walk into someone's lobby and you post a quest and ask them to help you out with your urgent or something, and they ignore you or kick you, that does happen. In my experience, that happens far less often than the opposite, which is a group of people are in a lobby and they're either ranking up or grinding out a quest or grinding out parts, and somebody comes in and posts a quest. 99 times out of 100, the people in that lobby will join their quest and help them out with it. It's just what we do. We take time out and help each other get through. And it's not just helping people with their quests, it's helping them understand the game. I have an entire YouTube channel. You might be familiar with it. Oh, it's the one you're watching right now. Most of the videos that I produced are there to help you guys understand the game better and to help you understand all the options that you have. I have a few tutorials as well. It's fun to share this knowledge with other people. The Discord server is filled with people smarter than I am who, if they don't have an answer for you, they can get an answer for you pretty quickly. The 4th reason why Monster Hunter fans are the best: Monster Hunter fans are very welcoming. This is different from number 3, willing to help, because this goes beyond just responding to a join request. This is the idea of, this is like running an open lobby, letting anyone come in who wants to and playing with them, no matter what their rank is, no matter what their skill level is, no matter what their knowledge level is, no matter what their goals are. Most Monster Hunter fans welcome everyone into the group. And I think that attribute is a deeply rooted aspect of Monster Hunter culture, because all of us were new players at one point. In order for us to succeed, someone had to welcome us into the group and treat us like the new players who needed a little hand-holding from time to time. And so we pass that on to the successive generations that join up. Number 5, this one is huge. Monster Hunter fans are the best because they are very cooperative. This one, you might think, okay, this goes without saying. It's a multiplayer co-op game. Of course, we're going to be cooperative. But that doesn't necessarily have to be true, right? We could all come on here and just compete with each other and interfere with each other's quests and just try to put each other down and hold each other back. But no, we actually enjoy teaming up. We actually enjoy teaming up against a computer-controlled monster in a video game. I think if I was stranded on a desert island and I had to pick 5 people to be stranded with, they would be Monster Hunter fans. Because I know if we had to go kill a wild boar to survive, they'd be right there at my side, getting it done. The type of people who like to play Monster Hunter like to play it because of the cooperative nature of the game. It's not just, okay, we're on the same team, we're helping each other, get through the quest together so we can achieve our individual goals. No, there's more to it than that. We'll strategize together. We'll take complementary weapons and armor skills. We'll play different roles in the group. We'll develop a strategy for the monster. We'll help each other with our goals. We'll help each other rank up or grind out for that rare drop because we enjoy working together like that. Number 6, I thought it was just me, but turns out there are so many other people out there who have this attribute. Monster Hunter fans are extremely patient. I have seen people in lobbies spend an hour just explaining in minute detail the basics of how to play the game. I've seen people spend so much time explaining What are armor skills? How do they work? How does all this stuff work together? A new player who has never played Monster Hunter before and has no idea about the foundational concepts of the game. I've seen Monster Hunter fans take the time to help them through all those Monster Hunter 101 questions, all the things that we take for granted without getting frustrated, without just leaving, without just walking away. And I think most of us are like that. Now, do we want to do that all day, every day? No, of course we don't want to do that. But when the opportunity arises and someone's asking us, how do we do X, Y, or Z? We give you the time and we give you the answers and we get you headed in the right direction. Number 7 kind of goes hand in hand with number 6. Monster Hunter fans are the best because they're actually kind. They're nice people. Monster Hunter fans, by and large, are nice people. In my experience, which encompasses interactions with thousands and thousands of Monster Hunter fans. People from YouTube who have their own Monster Hunter channels, streamers, people who are into Monster Hunter are generally decent people. Now, everyone's got that counterexample. And again, it only takes 1 out of 100 people to ruin the experience for a large number of people. But the other 99 are wonderful people. And that one guy, yeah, he's a dick. That one guy actually might be a nice guy, but you just think he's a dick because he was having a bad day. Or he could be a jerk in disguise, pretending to be nice. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, I've seen some pretty mean comments playing online, and I've seen some pretty mean comments in the comments of my videos, but they're definitely the exception and not the rule. You guys are the nicest fans out there. You guys respect other people as individuals, you respect other people as human beings, and you show your humanity every single day. Number 8, Monster Hunter fans are chill. Most Monster Hunter fans are just so relaxed, got their own vibe going, and they're not high strung. They don't let other people get them down. And here's another one where you're thinking of some counter examples right now. I understand. A few come to my mind as well, but I can point to at least 800 of them on my Discord server and several hundred more on a couple other Discord servers, and thousands of you in the comments who love the humor, who just have a great laid back attitude about life in general, about the game, who don't really care to go into what us old folks call flame wars back in the day, just getting into arguments over minutiae or my opinion is better than yours. And yeah, again, that stuff is out there, but most of us, it's more of a live and let live philosophy. So far, I think the game itself promotes all of these points that I've talked about, because what are the stakes in Monster Hunter? Really, what are we playing for? Is there any kind of prestige involved in advancing through the game? I mean, some games actually call them prestiges, like they're trying to make it sound more important than it is to rank up. We don't really care about rank anymore, do we? Back in the day, it was kind of a thing. It's like, who cares what your hunter rank is anymore or your master rank? It's completely irrelevant. You don't get your name at the top of a list somewhere. We don't have leaderboards in Monster Hunter. There's no reason to take the game too seriously. Although some of us take it pretty darn seriously at times, not to the point where it ruins our day or it makes us want to ruin someone else's day. You don't go online and see the kind of vitriol that you might see in other online communities. People just tearing others down just to lift themselves up, because there's not really anything to lose when you play Monster Hunter, right? You don't lose any kind of status because you failed a quest. You don't get kicked off the top spot because someone else did it faster than you, or better, or more often, more frequently than you, or someone got to 999 before you did. You don't lose anything. We're not playing for money here, right? So yeah, I think the game promotes that chill attitude. A lot of people do play competitive games. A lot of Monster Hunter fans play PvP competitive games, and maybe they're different in when they play those other games. I don't know. But when they play Monster Hunter, it's easy going. It's all about the fun. Number 9, what makes Monster Hunter fans the best? Monster Hunter fans are always trying to improve themselves, not just for their own benefit, but for everyone's benefit. We all recognize that Monster Hunter is a multiplayer cooperative game. Again, it doesn't have to be. A lot of people just play it offline. Most of us don't. Most of us play it online, multiplayer. So when we play better, everyone benefits. That means everyone sees more success on their quests. Fewer carts means fewer quest fails. When we play better, we get through our quests and other people get through their quests when we join up. When we play better, the people coming in to help us out. Don't have to work so hard. When we improve ourselves, the knowledge that we can share with others is greater, and therefore other people benefit from that. So we all have our own personal goals that we're working towards. A lot of people like to work toward lower quest times. A lot of people like to work toward just completing the quest at all. A lot of people like to work toward using their weapons more efficiently, or just gaining more knowledge in general about the game. And the more we learn, the more skill we have to help others and to share with everyone else in the community. And so we're incentivized to improve ourselves, not just to meet our own goals, but to lift everyone else up too. And the last thing, this is probably not the last thing. You guys could probably think of a few more that I missed. Let me know in the comments if you've got something different from what I've covered so far. The last thing that makes Monster Hunter fans the best. Monster Hunter fans love the music. There's 15 million of us. 20? I don't know how many people are playing Monster Hunter right now or have played World and Rise. 25, 30 million people? Yeah, you could say, well, most people like music. I don't know. I think Monster Hunter fans appreciate music in ways that most people don't. And that's not a dig on those other people. It's just that you guys really get into it, don't you? I've been playing Monster Hunter for over a decade, and I usually play with the music off. And I think the reason is because it overstimulates me. It's so good. And I do love music myself, but it's so good and so intense that it's too much for me to handle. And so I either turn it way down or just turn it off completely. The monster sounds are, the whole atmosphere of audio in this game is overwhelming itself. So I'll often play with the volume way down. But then you turn the music on and things just get so intense and you just feel it in every fiber of your being. But you guys really dig the music and music in general. And I think that's pretty cool. So that's the list I've got. Stylish, social, willing to help, welcoming, cooperative, patient, kind, chill, always trying to improve, and love music. If you like the video, leave a like. If you see yourself in these 10 items, let me know in a comment, because if you don't necessarily see all these in yourself, I'm willing to bet that most of the people you play with in Monster Hunter see all these things in you. So lots more videos on the way. Check out my other gaming channels. Check out my Patreon if you would like to support me directly. Check out the Discord server if you would like to be very social and interact with all of these amazing Monster Hunter fans. And I will see you in the next one.